Good evening. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. It's Sunday, so you know what time it is. It's time to stamp with Bev. I'm going to start in about 2 minutes. Let's see. Yeah, 2 minutes. But while we're waiting for everyone to get on, let's just have a little chit chat about what we've been up to. Had a marvelous weekend. Today I got to spend time at a demonstrators mingle put on by Gina and Rosie, and it was absolutely wonderful. The event itself was spectacular, but you know, getting to spend time with your manager, my manager Karen, my sideline, another Karen, my downline, today I had Marie with me, and I had Amy with me, and I had Brenda with me. And then I got to see Faith and Charlotte and Debbie, and there was one more new girl I met. They came and introduced themselves to me and showed me some cards. One gal showed me a card that she had cased from my lives, and it was just so wonderful. Hi, Carol. To get to see the faces from people that watch me here, like tonight, but I've never met them before. So that was fun. And then I made little gingerbread men for my downline and upline, and for Rosie and for Gina, and so they all loved them, so that thrilled me. I love that they loved their gifts. Hi, Terry. And the meal was delicious right at noon, and I was starving, so it was perfect. And it was at a beautiful winery. It's Gina's winery, and so we got to stamp. There was 17 projects. There was a swag bag just full of stuff, and ribbon and embellishments, and a guest speaker, Kevin from Stampin' Up, and some other speakers, demonstrators that were just telling us some special things that they do, the way they run their business, some ideas, all kinds of samples. But again, just, you know, the fun with being with your friends, it's just unlike anything else. Just a bunch of women that have a lot of the same values, likes, interests. We've known each other for years and years. You know, March will be 31 years. I've been a demonstrator. So might as well start saying 31. It's almost here. And I will be going to on stage, and is it on stage? Yeah, on stage. And I will get to walk on stage for my 30-year celebration. So that's going to be fun. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. So enough about my day today. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Melody. If I didn't already say hi, let's get started with today's project. What am I using? A Jolly Delivery. Now, I used it last Sunday, and then I did a little addition video on Thursday morning, I think it was, because I wanted to show you how that book card folded, because I flubbed it up so bad last Sunday. And so there's a corrected video there if you haven't seen that. And then the regular box that comes in the Jolly Delivery dies, that I'm going to show you that. And then what else I came up with using that box die. Now, the whole reason I bought this whole suite was for that box die. I love boxes. I love 3D items. So I knew I was going to love this stamp set and the DSP, so I want to show you what I've been doing with it in addition to what I've already shown you. Hello there, Lynn. Let's turn around and turn you down to my desk. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. I'm going to leave you a little far away right now just because when I use my cut and boss machine, it's bulky and it's high and it will get in the way. But again, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. Tonight is my Facebook Live. And if you like what you see here and you decide to place an order with me, this is my link here to my shop, beverleestamps.stampinup.net. I'm going to try to start putting my videos on YouTube again, slowing down a little bit just before Christmas, so I should have some time to do that. And you can email me anytime you'd like at mofun44@icloud.com, especially if you have an important question. I see my emails really quick, and I will respond right away. Hello, Annie. Oh, Annie, we missed you so much, especially me. I mean, the other ladies didn't know that you wanted to come, but man, I missed you today. We would have had so much fun. Let me show you a few things that were at the mingle today before we get started. This was our placemat. Is it not, darling? See, Gina and Rosie, they just do it upright, and ladybugs are their little theme. We had this little frame from the kits. We had the frame and designer series paper run through the plaid folder, the gingerbread man guy, a little sign is beginning to taste like Christmas. Just cute, cute, cute. This was sitting at our placemat. And then, oh, there was so much. I've emptied this little crate, but this was also at our place setting. And it has a little candy cane tablet. Hi, Jean. See, this came off of something, and I don't even know what. Some dimensionals wrapped really, really cute. There was tea in here, but I'm using it for my live. And so it's empty right now. I have to tell you the honest truth. We got these today. We got some more of my baker's twine today. Did I show you this yet? We got this ribbon today. I had these 3 things already. Well, actually, I ran out of my peppermint, so I was super happy to get those. And the whole theme today was gingerbread men. But I have to be honest with you. I had been so busy with so many different things, hi, Roz, that I did not have a live prepared for tonight, but I was going to go live. I knew that I could come up with something, and then it came to me about this box and how I wanted to show you different ways to use it. Then here's a little swag bag that we got that was full of things. Look at this gingerbread cookie cutter decorated, so cute. And again, their little logo theme here. I don't even know what's in this sealed bag, but I think it's candy or treats of some kind. We got that. We got a stamp set. What stamp set was it? Gift of Joy stamp set. We used that on all our samples today, or all our projects today that we got made. And then another little bag. Remember I said gingerbread theme? And in here I think was here's the ribbon, and I think the baker's twine and some Tombow was in there. So you got a lot for your registration fee. You definitely got a lot. There was raffles and prizes and games, and it was just a fun day. Okay. So, I'm using Real Red cardstock, and I'm going to show you the die that comes in the Jolly Delivery dies that I'm using tonight. This is the die for the box. Shelly, it was so nice to meet you today, too. It was a great day, Shelly. I'm so happy that you came up to me and introduced yourself. Thank you for doing that. So here is the die that I fell in love with and knew I had to have this whole suite because of this one little guy right here. And I love the little closures that come with the die set. There's a circle, there's a heart, and there's a star. So you can use it for 4th of July, Valentine's, anytime. Of course, hearts can be used for birthdays, it doesn't matter, so can stars. So these are very, very versatile. And I'm going to show you how this works, but let me show you what the box looks like and what I'm talking about with this closure. So on this box, when I cut it out, I use the circle closure, and it literally cuts it out like this. I have a little gift tag in here that I made with the DSP, and then you just fold up the closure and the slit gets cut out with a die, and then it closes itself like that. And then you have a 3 by 2.5 box front. I don't think it holds a gift card. Somebody asked me that earlier today because we use this set at open house, and people are ordering it now because it's so cute. But somebody asked me if a gift card fits in there, and I have an empty gift card here somewhere, and I can't find it, but I'm pretty sure it does not. But I fit some M&Ms in here, the little small mini ones, and then a gift card in here. And then these are the punch outs from the DSP, and this is some of the DSP, the back side, one side of the DSP here, and some more of that little baker's twine there. So it's a cute little box that's the normal box you get out of it. Then at open house, we made the box cards. This is a different pattern, but you could watch the video, but this is all the same DSP and the stamps from the stamp set that we used at open house. Everybody loved this box so much that was here, so I'm really glad everybody now knows how to make this. Here's another one, the same thing. It's just a different design depending on the DSP paper that you pick to use. So let me show you what we're going to make. I'm going to use the heart this time. I think I'll change it up. I'll use the heart this time for the closure. But before we go there, I am going to show you what my box looks like. Now it reminds me of a house. So I took the DSP punch outs and I put a little house on the front. Then I put some DSP on the back. Again, pick any of the designs you want. I used the red ribbon and the peppermints there. And this is a double bow. So I'll show you how I do that. It's not the ribbon folded in half. It's just the bow tied twice. Goes right through the slit. And look at in here. This is 2 boxes put together. Now remember I said that I was given some tea. The tea's in here. And it was gingerbread joy tea and peppermint tea. But I'm going to surprise you with these in a minute when I show you how to make this. Okay. So let's give me some hearts if you think that that's a cute idea. So you're going to need to cut this die out twice. You do not need the closure, but I want to show you how this works. And so I'm going to use the closure on one of my die cuts. All right, here's my cut and emboss machine. And you're going to need a piece of cardstock. I'm using real red that's cut 6 inches wide. So I just took an 8.5 by 11 and I cut it 6 inches wide. And then you have the rest left over to do with as you will. You've got to place it at an angle onto your cardstock because if you put it straight, it's too wide. Okay, so 6 inches wide, and then place it on your machine at an angle. Now the top of the die, that makes the slit where I put the ribbon through. And then you're going to see on your die, there's 3 little notches on this part. So let's set it down again. We're going to go to those 3 little notches. And these closures have 3 little notches as well. So you're going to place this right in the notches in the notch holes. And then I'm going to grab some Post-it note tape and tape it down so it doesn't move. Because my acrylics are pretty bent. My next order, I need to order more acrylics. Okay, so now I'm going to take my second acrylic and I'm going to put it right over everything and crank it through. Okay, so now I'm going to put my little closure die back in my magnetic bowl so I don't lose it. Put my die back. I'm going to use it again when I start the project. And here is the cutout. So let me, my bone folder. I'm going to need a bone folder for this. It makes all the score lines for you, but you do need to fold them over and burnish them. And then it has the little tab closures. So it does all the work for you. And all you have to do is bend and burnish all the way around your little box. Super simple. So this coming Saturday, I am going out with a whole different group of ladies. My daughter, one of her best friends, and her best friend's name is Jill. And Jill has a mom. We're about the same age, around the same age. Her name is Donna. And her mom, Jill's mom, and I, Donna and I, have become really good friends because our daughters are such good friends. They work together and everything. And then Donna's sister, and then another good friend of Donna's, were all going out to lunch to celebrate friends' Christmas together. I'm looking for my tear and tape. And I decided, because this box is so darn simple, that I would make, not this box, this is just the box on how it, how you make it from the die. But the next box that I'm going to make, that I came up with, I'm going to make one for each of them. And then after lunch, I will go into my little bag and I will give them each one of these boxes decorated and full of goodies for dessert and such. And some teas. I'm going to go to Trader Joe's and see the kind of teas they have. They have such specialty little items there. Okay, so I put tear and tape on all the little tabs, and then I burnished them. And I burnished the tear and tape, and it allows the paper protective covering to come off the tear and tape very, very easy because I burnished. But if you don't burnish, you might struggle a little bit. So always burnish it, and you will have no issues. Okay, so now you just need to start folding it closed to get it even. Tear and tape is mighty strong, and it's an instant adhesive, so you don't have to wait for the green glue to dry. I would let it, if I use green glue, I would let it set up before I started to put it together. And then you're going to take your heart, see how that die cut out a heart, and then you're just going to put that through the slot, and you've got a heart closure just like that. Isn't it so, so cute? Hi, Louise. You can do whatever you want now on the front. In the springtime, just a big flower, birthdays, balloons, whatever you want to do with this box in any color. Valentine's this is a great one for Valentine's, of course, right? So if you're saying, well, Bev, that sweet is cute, but Christmas is around the corner. Yes, but you can use this box all year round and then use the stamps and the dies and the DSP, the other dies and the other DS and the DSP next year. You'll already have everything you need for your Christmas cards for next year, and you can start early making a little at a time. So that's a thought. So that's what the box looks like. And then I showed you the one that I just decorated with the DSP, and it had the circle closure. Okay. So now, let's get my machine back. And Okay. Put my paper back just like I did the first time. Get my big die, and we set it at an angle, remember, but I don't need the closure this time because I'm not making the box the way it's meant to be this time. I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to cut out a second one. I've already cut out the second one for you just to save a little bit of time. And you've seen me cut it out twice already, so you know how to do it already. So here we go. Now I take my paper trimmer at this point, and I would cut this off and save this big piece for another project because that's a lot of cardstock you still have that you can use. Okay. Let's get these out of the way. All right, so let's burnish again. The little slot will come right out. All four sides, and I have to do this to 2 pieces. I should have burnished the other one in advance, but I didn't. Came home, had to show my husband everything. He asked how all my friends were. We had dinner. And then it was time to come out here and be with all of you. So remember, the slot is the top, and this is the bottom. Okay, so for this one, the top, I don't really need these 2 tabs for this box that I'm making. So I think I will take designer series paper. Yeah, designer series paper. No, this is tear and tape. And I will put it on this tabs here and glue them down because I don't need these tabs to hold anything together. I see Lena, I see Melody. Welcome everyone. Okay, let's do the same on this one. Do you guys like this box so far? Give me a thumbs up so I know you can't say, well, you can type in yes, or give me a thumbs up so I know that you guys think that this box is cute like I do. You may already have it and been enjoying it. I don't know. I know that my customers on at open house really liked it. Oh yes, I see some hearts. Okay, good. Let's see, where's that other fold? Right there. Okay, so we're going to go to the top, and we're going to put some either green glue or a little bit of tear and tape at the top tabs. Burnish those. Peel off the protective paper. And lay them down out of the way. Simple Simon, right? All right, now these tabs, we need to fold them up as well, but we need them to make the box. So we're going to put the tear and tape on the opposite side of these. So these were on the inside so they could go down. These are going to be on the outside so they will hold the box together. Okay. You'll be checking on the replay. Okay. I know it's late where you are, Bev. That bunched up, so I just peeled it off and placed it down. So do you guys know about the product of the month Stampin' Up is doing now? If you place a $75 order, a prompt will come up when you're getting close. Let's say you have $60, a prompt will come up and say you only need $10 more, and you can earn the product of the month for $5. The product of the month is going to change every month, and no matter what it is, though, whether it's a stamp set, DSP, whatever it is going to be $5. So that's really, really great. So we'll see, you know, if you guys like that or not. And they're exclusive. So now I'm placing a little bit of glue here. You could use tear and tape as well again, but I'm just going to use the glue, and I'm going to pinch it for a minute. I'm looking for my clothespins. There they are. And so yeah, so if you place a $75 order, not only do you order, you know, get your rewards, you will also qualify to be able to order the product of the month for $5 until they run out of them. So make sure that, you know, if they run out, then you can't. Okay, so let's do this again. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. The more we can get, you know, the value, well, how much does DSP cost normally? And it's exclusive. How much does a stamp set, you know, what is their average price, or what do they start at normally? So if you can get a nice pack of designer series paper or a stamp set or whatever they're offering, a roll of ribbon for $5 for the month, that's a great deal. And it's because you ordered $75 worth of product. But it'll prompt you, like I said. So, and you don't have to. If you don't like it or don't want to spend another $5, you don't have to. It's just, I think it's just really nice. Okay, so let's get this one to set up as well. I'm going to help it with the little clips. And then you need 2 pieces of designer series paper. Get this, cut it 3 by 2.5. Don't think I got that one straight up. There we go. All right. All right, so while that's drying, let's make sure they're square. Good. Okay. Let's get our 3 by 2.5 designer series paper, and we're just going to set it right on top. See why I can give these to how many girls? Donna, Heather, Jill, Donna's sister, and her friend. 5. I can make 5 of these. I already got 2 made right here. 3 more. And quick and easy yet adorable little gifts after lunch for my friends. That'll be this coming Saturday. So I'm just putting glue on the back here, setting it on the front there. Okay, now, remember I've told you that this DSP is called North Pole Delivery. It has pages of images that you can just pop right out of the 12 by 12. So I'm going to take little houses again, and I think I'll do the same thing on both sides. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals. When I say it like that, dimensionals, that means I don't know where they're at. It's like, where did you go? And let's put some dimensionals on the back of this little house. Let's use 3. Generous, but not crazy generous. Hello, Faith, my friend. Faith was there today too. We had such a good time. Let's place that down there. We're going to place this one on the other one. Okay, and then, you know, I forgot I was going to do this part till right this minute. Let me get a piece of Whisper white cardstock. And this online exclusive 3-banner punch. I don't know the name, but that is the code 167050. We used this at open house too, and everybody loved it. And I'm going to punch out a little tag. Then I'm going to go to the stamp set. And let's see what from the North Pole. That's cute. Okay, from the North Pole. There we go. And let's get it on a block. And red, real red ink. Oh, from here to there. That's not the one I wanted. From me to you, because I'm going to give it to the ladies, right? From me to you. And I'm going to put this only on the front. So one of these is the back. And I'm going to take another dimensional. See. Oh my gosh, I've already made a mess on my desk, and my dimensionals have, there they are, decided that they were going to leave me. Okay, let's take one dimensional. And let's see, I think I'll put it up here. From me to you. All right, now these are dry. I call these my Lori pins because my girlfriend Lori gave me all these pins. And I'm going to put a lot of glue on here. A little bit on this one as well. And then I am just going to put these two together. Bend this back so you can see now. We can hold double the stuff because we have stuff. Let's get you even before it dries. Get it even. These little clothespins are so tiny. There you go. Hold it shut there for a minute. Hello, Karen. Okay, and now we're going to get 2 pieces of parchment paper. Making sure they're straight. Okay. And I just I got long pieces. How long are they? 4 inches long and 2.5 inches wide. Because at the mingle today, in one of the packages, we got little gingerbread cookies. And I bet you, I'm not sure, I didn't ask. Look at, oh snap. That's from the gingerbread set. I bet you these are from like Trader Joe's or something. I don't know. I could text Gina and Rosie and ask them. Fold it over like this and throw a dimensional on there. Let's do the same to this one. So I know I've got to make a run to Trader Joe's and see what they've got to fit in my little, I'll take a box like that with me so I can put special things in my box for my girlfriends. All right. And then you're just going to go back to those punch outs and you can put whatever you want on these. Now I have to make sure it fits in the box. So let's just put a present right there. And let's put a little truck on this one. Is that cute or what? Then we're just going to stick this down into 1/2 of the box. I'm leaving the clothespins in there right now because I don't know if it's dry. And the other in the other half of the box. Do you guys like it? Let me get my mess cleaned up. And then, remember that tea? We'll slip that in there. And then the other one, we'll slip that in there. It's getting full. We like a full bottle. Oh, I was catching onto the little punch out that I had put on to close the cookie parchment paper. All right, so then we've got this. And look, when they open it up, they can go home and have a gingerbread cookie and some hot tea. And now we need some ribbon. I've got 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 inches of ribbon. It fits right through that slot. Tie a knot to get it closed. And like I said, I didn't know what I was going to do for tonight. I just knew I had a super busy weekend. And this box, you know, I love it so much. This box came to me and I said to myself, I bet you if I butt that up back to back or front to front, as far as that goes, that it would make a cute little carrying case type of box. So I did one bow like that. And there's still some long little legs here, so I'm going to do it again. Charlotte loves it. Yay. Tie a second little bow there and spin them around and get this so stinking cute you can't even stand it yourself. So when they are handed this cute little gift, your heart is full, your smile is big, and they just think that you are so talented. And it is so easy because the die, I'm trying to turn this ribbon. This ribbon does have a good side and a bad side. You know, all the product is just so easy to use. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to leave, I would cut this down a little bit, but I'm going to leave it like that for now because I don't know what kind of cookies I'm going to find to put in there. But I think after lunch, when we're talking and, you know, having a coffee or whatever, I can say, open up these guys if you want a little dessert. And we can all have our little dessert. I'm going to hold this tight so it will, you want it to dry solid like that. Oh, good, Amy. I'm glad you like it. So like I said, you can turn it the other way as well and have a little carrying cart too. So don't be afraid to play with it. So we have this box. Oh, I forgot. These little guys are the cutest. They're back, or they were last time I looked. And I've got a large, a medium, and a small. Not cute, because there's a peppermint tea in there, remember? Okay, so we've got this box. We've got the card in the box with the same designer series paper, and we have the regular box. And that's the front side with the designer series paper, and here's the back side with the little closure. So if you do not have this in your arsenal yet, you may want to go order it so you can have this little box handy and ready anytime you need to give a quick little gift. All right. Oh, good, Charlene. I'm glad you like it. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.